Que dé la vuelta, que continúe, que continúe. ¡Arriba El Salvador!
It is a cracking atmosphere at the Estadio Cuscatlán in San Salvador, as El Salvador are home this evening with Jamaica in a pivotal game in Concacaf Nations League qualifying, but also in Concacaf Gold Cup qualifying. As it stands right now, El Salvador would be out of the Concacaf Gold Cup. They need a win tonight and maybe even some more help from elsewhere, as of the teams currently sitting on 6 points in CONCACAF Nations League qualifying, they're among the lowest on goal difference. So a win and some help might be needed to take them into the top 10. Welcome in to the Estadio Cuscatlán this evening. My name is Chris Whittingham for commentary of this one. Jamaica themselves might be able to do with a draw and get through to the CONCACAF Gold Cup and also finish in the League A places in the CONCACAF Nations League. The top 6 teams in the qualifying table of 34 teams will make it to League A, with the teams that finished in the hexagonal round, they being the United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras, Panama, and Trinidad and Tobago. Right now, as the live table stands, they be joined by Curacao, Haiti, Canada, Cuba, Guyana, and Jamaica. But still plenty of games left to play in CONCACAF Nations League qualifying this weekend. El Salvador could be one of those countries that spoil the party. They need to move into the top 10 if they are to qualify for the Gold Cup. As you take a look at the table as it stands right now, we also have news of a confirmed result. Martinique, with a win on match day 4, are also among those teams that are going to go through. They started the day on 9 points, and they win against Guadeloupe today. A 63rd minute goal from Wesley Jobello has them into the top place right now in CONCACAF Nations League qualifying. So just another team that could potentially take a spot from either Jamaica or El Salvador. As a matter of fact, as it stands right now, Jamaica would be out. A draw would obviously take them into a place where they could get into the League A places. They'd be out of the League A places, but still in the Gold Cup. So all to play for. We'll bring you all of the team news and all the latest surrounding these two teams coming up next. It's El Salvador in a cracking atmosphere at the Estadio Cuscatlán, playing host to Jamaica, and it's next. What an atmosphere at the Estadio Cuscatalan. A stirring rendition of the national anthem, and it is the manager, Carlos de los Cobos, that sends this team out. Houston Dynamo's Darwin Seren in the center of midfield. Oscar Seren will join Nelson Bonilla up top. Earlier on in this Nations League campaign, Bonilla scored in a 3-0 win over Barbados. Oscar Seren picked up the brace against Montserrat in their 2-1 victory away from home. But it is a 1-0 loss at Bermuda that has them up against it heading into this one. Both teams settling in for their match day pictures. In terms of the Jamaica side, 7 players of the 11 that started ply their trade in the United States, 1 in Norway, 1 in England, that being Michael Hector, who plays at Sheffield Wednesday in the championship, and 2, Ricardo Morris and Javon Watson, who play domestically in Jamaica. The pyrotechnics, the crowd, and now we'll have the meeting of the team captains. Our matchday referee, Juan Gabriel Calderon, get between Andre Blake and Henry Hernandez, the goalkeepers for both these sides, who wear the captain's armband this evening. Looks like Jamaica will win the toss and his team's pennant to his opposite number, Henry Hernandez, the Philadelphia Union goalkeeper. As we take a look at Theodore Whitmore's Jamaica side, Andre Blake starts in goal, the aforementioned 28 years of age for Philadelphia Union. A pair of FC Cincinnati players in the form of Alvis Powell at right back and Darren Maddox on the wing ply their trade in this Jamaica side. Darren Maddox and Corey Burke have each scored in 2 of the 3 games for Jamaica, a brace against the Cayman Islands, and each scoring in their 2-1 victory over Suriname. But will it be enough to take Jamaica through to League A in Concacaf Nations League? Will El Salvador put in a performance tonight that will be enough to get them through to the Concacaf Gold Cup? As you have a look at our substitutions, a full complement of players available to both sides. Joaquin Rivas, a player to watch that Carlos de los Cobos can bring off the bench from St. Louis FC in USL. Meanwhile, more than a few options available to Theodore Whitmore, particularly in an attacking sense. As we're underway at the Estadio Cuscatalan in San Salvador, El Salvador, it should be a cracking game between these two teams, and straight away El Salvador with an opportunity down this right-hand side. The cross is delivered, but dealt with by Jamaica. A bit overcooked there from Oscar Seren. Jamaica can play up, a losing possession. You can tell the men in blue are feeling the atmosphere, and it'll actually be a free kick. Looked like a fair challenge on, for me, from Peter Vassell, the young man who plies his trade for LAFC in Major League Soccer. And certainly catching a fair chunk of the man, but also a fair bit of the ball against Jaime Alas. Actually, the referee, I thought he had given a free kick. It's a throw-in, so it was indeed a fair challenge in the mind of the referee. We look at Ivan Mancia, part of a back four with Roberto Dominguez, Jonathan Jimenez, and Brian Tamacas, who is on the ball now. Midfield of Mayen, Orellana, Seren, and Alas, with Nelson Bonilla up top, as here is one of the Seren brothers. Oscar Seren down that right-hand side earns himself a throw. Meanwhile, for Jamaica, Andre Blake in goal with Kamar Lawrence, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, and Alvis Powell in front of him. Midfield 3 of Ricardo Morris, Javon Watson, and Devin Speedy Williams. Plays in the United Soccer League in USL in Louisville City. Darren Maddox, Corey Burke, and Peter Vassell lead the line. As the throw-in might still be on here for Seren, and forced to cover is Damian Lowe. And he'll be out for an early corner for El Salvador. As good of an atmosphere as I've seen in Nations League play. As Jerson Mayen over to take the corner. It's short here with Seren, who will swing the corner in, the crossing towards that back post. The header came in from Darwin Seren, but harmlessly out of play. And you just wonder if Jamaica are out to sort of survive the opening 10 to 15 minutes of this game with the atmosphere behind these El Salvador players. So you see Seren unable to get anything behind that header. Poor play out of the back there. Michael Hector, the Sheffield Wednesday center back, giving away cheaply. Most of this game has been spent in the defensive third of Jamaica. Tackle into Bonilla earns another throw-in for the hosts. As we mentioned, need a result this evening in the worst way to get to the Concacaf Gold Cup. You would imagine there will be plenty of conversation in the country about what it would mean to not make the tournament as the field is expanded from 12 to 16. And you look at some of the sides currently in the Gold Cup places. And also when you consider that the result that would probably have them out is a 1-0 loss at Bermuda. It's not at all team that El Salvador would have expected to lose to. They certainly would have viewed this fixture as one of the tougher ones that they would have played, as the ball is played for Damian Lowe to handle. But Bermuda, FIFA ranked 176th in the world, they lose away from home. Meanwhile, these are actually two of the top 6 teams in CONCACAF in terms of the FIFA rankings. El Salvador 73rd overall, 6th in CONCACAF. Jamaica 54th overall, 4th in CONCACAF. Despite neither of these two teams making the hexagonal round, of course the FIFA rankings are done over a long period of time. The Olays already beginning. This is Jerson Mayen. Lovely flick on there. An opportunity on here for Alas. And Darwin Seren charging towards goal. Lovely 1-2. Seren again. Heavy touch given away. Javon Watson will try and spring the counter-attack. A bit too far forward towards Darren Maddox. Former DC United man who now plays for FC Cincinnati in Major League Soccer, the expansion side. He and Alvis Powell, who will play it right back tonight for Jamaica, plying their trade in Ohio. Roberto Dominguez partners with Ivan Mancia. Jamaica able to get numbers forward, make it difficult for El Salvador to play. And the ball flicked off of Alvis Powell last, and a throw in for the hosts. Meanwhile, for Jamaica, it's been a fairly straightforward Nations League qualifying campaign, and yet still hasn't been enough. The remarkable thing about this competition is that because of the nature of having 4 match days and such disparate levels of competition, you'll have a team like Jamaica who've won all 3 matches and might still not be in League A because of goal difference. As the opportunity is on here for El Salvador, work to do for Michael Hector, and it might still fall in the penalty area. Chance on for El Salvador. Might just have been a little bit over elaborate between Tamacas and Bonilla. Bonilla, who was offside anyway. But even still, Bonilla, the position he was in, back to goal, about 8 yards out, could have just turned and fired instead. The offside flag went up. And again, Hector just not doing enough to deal with it. And a lovely ball there from Tamacas, and yeah, Bonilla was indeed a step offside. But Jamaica winning 4-0 against the Cayman Islands, 6-0 against Bonaire, and 2-1 against Suriname. Of the teams that finished the first 3 match days unbeaten, only Martinique had a worse goal difference than Jamaica. Cuba +14, Canada +14, Haiti plus 16, and Curacao actually lost today. Earlier this afternoon to Antigua and Barbuda at a plus 21 goal difference entering the day. So, while if they win today or even draw today, they will likely be in League A in Concacaf Nations League. To have dominated, they still have a somewhat perilous position. Finishing in those places just underscores the nature of this competition. Here's Corey Burke on the turn, playing it to the feet of Darren Maddox, tries to exchange the 1-2. Burke nearly got there, and Burke, I believe, is going to be whistled for a shove in the back. And lovely interchange with the two Jamaica center forwards, Burke and Maddox. Corey Burke, who had a nice season a year ago for Philadelphia Union, coming back from an interesting career. 27-year-old, just his second season in Major League Soccer, joined Bethlehem Steel, their reserve side. And then from there, moved his way into the full MLS squad, scored 10 times in 29 appearances for Philly Union a year ago, is yet to score in 3 starts this year as foul comes in there against Maddox in a fairly easy decision against Darwin Seren there. As the long ball is cut out there by Dominguez. Throwing for Kamar Lawrence, one of the better fullbacks in Major League Soccer, with the New York Red Bulls. Long throw is sent towards Maddox again. Another powerful header away, but does afford the opportunity for Lawrence to swing in a long throw with plenty of space on the touchline. Fans whistling as Lawrence launches into the penalty area. Decent header away. What can they do with it? And it's just Javon Watson taking a wild swing, and the winner of now 77 caps for Jamaica puts it out of play for a goal kick. Corey Burke for Jamaica, the only player who scored in all 3 Nations League qualifying games, has 4 goals in total. And trying to win there in midfield is Peter Vassell. Interesting success story, a second-round MLS draft pick to LAFC. Lovely turn, and again from Dominguez, drawing the oles from the crowd. Throw in for El Salvador. Vassell, the 40th pick in the second round, has already made 2 MLS appearances for Bob Bradley's LAFC. You see Carlos de los Cobos on the sideline, cheering on his men. Now you wonder if Jamaica might start to grow into the game a little bit on that initial wave of energy and enthusiasm, and straight, as I say that, a giveaway in the center of the park. Here's Vassell, leaving it with Burke. Will carry on his way. Has Alvis Powell joining him in the attack. Powell has plenty of pace to get to that one, but not enough to get behind it with any kind of meaningful service, and it's out for a goal kick. Well done there by Vassell. Jerome Waite standing in the technical area for Jamaica this evening. Going there by Hector. Now some space to work here for the Reggae Boys. Selecta winning the ball back. Ball a bit heavy of a touch there towards Bonilla. Well, one back there by Kamar Lawrence. And now Hector. Try to return for Lawrence, but saying that he got hit in the face, and now the late flag comes up as well. And now Lawrence might receive some treatment. I think Lawrence is saying he took a shot to the eye. Certainly one way to treat it. Hector and Lowe. Lowe will send a long ball towards the area. Always helpful. Ivan Mancia and Jonathan Jimenez. El Salvador, not really too many chances created. Set in getting turned. Well done, but goes straight to Watson. Now turning it on his way is Ricardo Morris, but he's taken down from behind. In a fair manner, says the referee. Now a long ball sprayed out to this left-hand side. Appeals for offside, but better defending there by Alvis Powell against Alas. Tries to play it off him. Instead, it's Lowe who gets it clear. Corey Burke. And turned inside. Heavy ball there from Watson. Man coming back to win the ball, and you see the yellow shirts in your screen come up and make things uncomfortable, but also you see really trying to force things wide. Set in. Turning there is his brother Dadwin. Maddox continues to wave his teammates on to get the pressure going, making the passing lanes uncomfortable. Vassell among those joining. Kind of playing as a number 10. So then getting turned in the right direction, and now playing it to Oscar Seren. Scored a brace on match day 1, including a 94th minute winner for El Salvador. The cross delivered. The header is away by Damian Lowe. Now Dadwin Seren. And the ball into the channel. Can it find the feet of Tamacas, who tried to keep it in play and did very well to play it off Michael Hector and out for the corner. Here you see Hector just having a word, well onside. Do not think Tamacas would have enough room to do just that, but just rolls kindly for him. And now an opportunity for El Salvador on a set piece. You will say, though, the size certainly favors Jamaica. That does not mean they can't score from the corner, as the ball is lofted by Mayen. And now charging forward, actually, is the central defender, Damian Lowe. Doesn't really have too many with him. And the tackle comes in from Alas, but I have to say Damian Lowe doing well to at least retain the ball for Jamaica. Done well. Here's Hector. Now Watson. Really used Devin Williams hardly at all in central midfield. Low. Heavy to the feet of Maddox, who does manage to keep possession. There is Devin Speedy Williams. Watson. Leaving a lot of work there for Hector to do. He managed to keep the ball. Decent run of possession. Now the whistles begin to get the Jamaica players fussed in the path of Williams. Now El Salvador able to win the ball back and try and play out. Now the charge is on. Jimenez backed into the corner. Pressure applied there by Burke. By Vassell as well, and a throw in taken quickly. Salvador trying to play out of the back. Perhaps a bit dangerously. And Low will turn very well against Bonilla. Hector towards Lawrence. Faces pressure from Sedan, as does Watson. Nicely done to get it to Hector, but losing out. Speedy Williams doing well to recover the ball. Sliding effort in, but it's straight to Lawrence. See a bit more quality on the ball as the whistles begin again. Lovely dummy there from Maddox. I don't think Hector saw it coming, but it's a good ball into the path of Kamar Lawrence into the penalty area. Kamar Lawrence, low across. Trying to find Burke arriving. You see a couple of players stumbling there, but El Salvador managed to get it clear. Having a turn to play the ball is Jimenez. Now Mayen. See Maddox, Lawrence combining well, keeping the ball. Now Orellana. "20 minutes gone. A great deal of clear-cut opportunities, but the atmosphere is staying strong. Plenty of space on here for Mayen, looking for the right option. It's Alas to his left. Jaime Alas with a delivery. And the header away by Damian Lowe. And a corner for La Selecta. See Oscar Bonilla just trying to figure out his run. Actually looked like it was Mayen who would have been unmarked as the ball got there. Corner is swung in. Come out to Mayen on the edge of the penalty area. Taken off him by Lowe. Appeals for a foul, and they are given. And it will be a free kick in a nice area here for El Salvador. Damian Lowe with the dangerous play, the high boot. Didn't get to the ball first, but might have just left a bit too much there. Mayen. As the referee sets up the wall in the free kick spot. And you know it's dangerous when you're about midway into your own penalty area. Four El Salvador players over the ball, assessing the options. Bonilla, Seren. Almost looks like a basketball coach setting up a set play, set in. Mayen and Alas look like the two who will be over it. Alas with his left, Mayen will be with his right. And now a couple of players will stand in front of the wall, they being Tamacas and Bonilla, just trying to put the keeper off, trying to put the defenders off. Andre Blake does everything as he would like it. Will it be Alas or will it be Mayen? And it is indeed Mayen, and that's not the desired outcome. The long ball chested down for Tamacas. Every step inside. For Oscar to set in. He just has to lump it towards penalty area. Lowe always has the height to win that, but Salvador again through Alas. In towards the area. More hopeful than accurate. And out for a goal kick. Header there from Burke. Mid heavy there from Morris. And a wayward ball there from Mancia, rather from Dominguez. A throw in for Jamaica. Lawrence. Watson and now Williams. Alvis Powell. Former Portland Timber, a loose touch there from Speedy Williams, but just managed to get his touch sorted out before the arrival of Bonilla. And again, Alvis Powell sent chasing. Did manage to keep it in play, but he let it run over the line for a goal kick. And I think our camera caught that as well. Got to sort his feet out and know that he's got to at least dink the ball into a path. There's now opportunity on here for El Salvador. Here's Alas, goes down, and the referee is not interested. It is shoulder to shoulder there with Lowe. Not enough for the referee to give a free kick, and you wonder as well if the consideration was made that he might have had to send Damian Lowe off as well. I think he made the correct decision though. Now it looked like there was too much in it. Williams. Watson. Damian Lowe has played very well. Applies his club trade in Norway with IK Start. Pressure there for Watson. Ball is sent forward. Header is not the best there from Jimenez. Now Speedy Williams. And Lowe. Alvis Powell doing very well to flick onto the path of Corey Burke. He himself is not going to have to keep the ball out of play, in play by the corner, and he loses out. And Sia doing very well. Again, Jamaica will settle the play. Damian Lowe. Alvis Powell. Crossed into the area. Chasing after it is Ricardo Morris. Leave it short here with Kamara Lawrence. Tries to get the cross in, instead whacks it off of Tamacas and out for the corner. Opportunity from a set piece for the Jamaicans. certainly bring their central defenders forward. It's towards that back post and really no one in particular. It'll have to be Corey Burke who plays out the other side. P2 trying to play it off the defender. Unsuccessful in that effort. And gives away the goal kick. Third meeting between the two teams. Jamaica leading the all-time series 10 wins, 5 wins for El Salvador and 7 draws coming into tonight. 8 times they've met in World Cup qualifying, 4 times in the Gold Cup. Now for the first time in the Nations League. A new concept coming around the world. Concacaf really needed qualifying games to establish the hierarchy. There are not a great deal of games played by some of the other countries in Concacaf. And so just need to see teams find their level. For the most part, the table has started out as it should, although Jamaica and El Salvador really needed a few better results along the way, as Maddox trying to set up the touch. Nice work there from Oscar Seren. Gets it clear. Again, Salvador really unable to play out. Lawrence trying to play it towards Burke. It's a great ball towards, Alvis Powell, who's come forward. Now Powell again towards the corner, just tries to get it in towards the penalty area. Now Jimenez. The basic format of the Nations League, there are 40 Concacaf nations they're playing. 12 will be in League A, 6 already there, they being the 6 teams that made the Hexen World Cup qualifying for 2018. Top 6 finishers in this current league table will join them in League A. And 16 teams in League B from positions. That's a heavy tackle coming in on that near side. Heavy contest there. Kamara Lawrence getting into it. Oscar Seren, now the referee, just going to get things sorted. Position 7 to 22 in the qualifying table will be in League B. Positions 7 through 10 will also go to the Concacaf World Cup. And 23, that's a bit extra there from Kamara Lawrence, isn't it? Going through with 2 feet. Put the ball out of play. That looked like there was any real significant contact, but Seren having a standing leg taken out. Certainly hope he'll be okay. Didn't think there was a great deal in it in watching it on first viewing. Clearly, Oscar Seren requires some treatment. Looks like he will carry on. Salvador trying to get a throw in. Instead, we have a physical contest between Ricardo Morris and Nelson Bonilla. This time it'll be a throw-in for Jamaica as the header came off of Bonilla. And their goalkeeper has really had a ton to do. Neither Hernandez nor Blake. pressure on both teams, and perhaps you're seeing it tonight as Burke goes up for the aerial duel with Mancia. Now under pressure. See triggers that allow Jamaica to come out of the traps and apply that pressure, and nearly relented there for Ricardo Morris. Well done there by Bonilla to ride the challenge. Struggling with his footing, goes down on the way to the tackle there from Hector, and now a shove in the back of Hector. And it will be yellow for the center back. I don't think that necessarily warranted that reaction, but nonetheless. It is a yellow for Hector. I think Lowe is just saying to him, hey, get it sorted. I think those two have. Nelson Bonilla. Michael Hector are coming together, and now a free kick opportunity. You saw Bonilla asking for his teammates to get on with it. Carlos de los Cobos as well on the bench, just trying to figure things out. And now the referee is going to stop play. At Mayan over the ball, lofted in. Yeah, it's just going to be hard for El Salvador with their lack of size to really get through those two central defenders, even some of the midfielders as well. Through the air as Burke tries to flick on in the path of Maddox, but you see the men in blue really gotten forward. You see Seden now trying to put Burke on skates. More of an out-and-out center forward. Well done there. Seden turning again, drawing the oles from the crowd. Alas sends Jimenez to chase. Lovely turn. The cross took a deflection. Salvador trying to do everything they can to keep possession of the ball. Good helter-skelter right now. Tackle comes in through Lawrence from Bonilla. And a free kick. I think Lawrence is just saying to the referee, hey, you yellow carded my guy. Bonilla saving a little bit extra here. Decided he needed to have the last word. Watson. Well, kindly here for Alvis Powell. Try and hit towards goal. Might be the first save that either keeper has had to make tonight, such that it was. Pressure on Hernandez. Header from Lowe. Orellana. Narciso Orellana. Taken off the chest by Powell. And pour a ball forward. Given away, but Hector reading the game very well. Now trying to send Darren Maddox on his way. And he does very well. Here's the FC Cincinnati striker into the penalty area. Able to work around one defender. Now the cross comes in, it's towards Burke. from Ricardo Morris. Burke a bit too physical in the area. Mayen. Hernandez wearing the armband tonight for the hosts. Now trying to play out of the back, inviting pressure from Jamaica. If they can play out, they can break lines and maybe hit hard as Speedy Williams heads away. Tamakas. Mencia. Watson gets clipped from behind, but we play on. Again, sometimes those balls just a bit rash. Dominguez set in. And Maddox trying to come through and win the ball back, and he does. Darren Maddox trying to dink it in towards Morris. Headed away. Given away. Now Lawrence trying to play the 1-2. And now it's Peter Vassell taking off of it. Run into the channel. The offside flag goes up against Nelson Bonilla. Just about offside. Now Powell trying to keep it in play. He's just struggled a bit tonight with that aspect. Channel for Oscar Seren. Now Tamakas trying to play the 1-2. It's just a bit too heavy of a return ball there from Salvadorian point of view from Mayen. And a goal kick for El Salvador. Done there by Burke. Now Powell tackling from behind. He loses out again. Mayen. Well done there by Darwin Seren to emerge from a pair of defenders. Tamakas low through. Be among the first times that Andre Blake has touched the ball with his hands tonight. You see Tamakas there frustrated with his delivery. Better ball, maybe it's a blue shirt arriving. Well done there by Burke to win in the air, but unable to find Maddox. And Maddox from behind commits the foul. Darwin Seren, lofted by Brian Tamakas, the header. run there by Vassell to win the ball. Just 21 years of age. As Devin Williams loses out. Kamar Lawrence leaving it with Hector. A no-nonsense clearance. Seren plays for Houston Dynamo in Major League Soccer. Damakas. Charging on here is Oscar Seren and just loses out. Williams unable to take advantage. Alas. Mayen. A bit lacking in inspiration this game at times. Dominguez given space. Let's take the option short, and going barreling through him was Kamara Lawrence. And a free kick won there by Oscar Seren. Again, it's Alas and Mayen over it. Last time, Mayen's delivery went straight into the wall, but you see a lot more distance. And it is a strike straight at Andre Blake. The keeper of his quality was always going to save that easily.
El cuarto oficial indica que se agregará 1 minuto al primer tiempo del partido.
Now, trying to chase it was Morris, as we'll have a minimum of 1 minute to be added on here at the end of this first half. Not too many stoppages. Going down there, it was Alas by the corner. But instead, it's going to be a goal kick. That should just about do it for this first half. Juan Gabriel Calderon. A little bit of work to do. And that is the end of the first half. 45 minutes of play, high on intensity and atmosphere, but perhaps a bit short on quality. We go to the break, still scoreless. El Salvador desperately need a victory here if they're going to get to the Concacaf Gold Cup. They've got 45 minutes to take the lead. They'll try and do so coming up. At the break, it's El Salvador 0, Jamaica 0. Let's go and bring you first half highlights from El Salvador and Jamaica. Plenty of intensity and atmosphere in the ground on the day. Jamaica coming in probably needing just a draw to get through to League A and the Concacaf Gold Cup. El Salvador desperately needing victory, currently sitting in 18th place in the qualifying Nations League table. A win can take them a far way up. And now take a look at the first half highlights. Some lovely work from Oscar Seren at varying points in that first half. Trying to play the 1-2 there. Michael Hector doing just enough, but here would be the opportunity. But Nelson Bonilla just offside, and even then, just a little bit of overplaying here. Seren doing very well. Tamacas playing in for Bonilla when he probably should have just had a go at goal. Here be Tamacas again doing good work. Doing well to keep the ball in play. Ensuing corner not producing much, but still good work there from the right back on the day. You see it coming together with Damian Lowe and Jaime Alas in live action. It looks a bit more like a foul than in slow motion. Perhaps should be the standard by which these things are judged. And you have a look here now at the heavy tackle going through the plant leg of Oscar Seren. Kamara Lawrence with a crunching challenge. And plenty more. Archie maybe. I think the contention there from Bonilla was that Hector kind of intended to step on him. There, the wayward ball from Tamacas. And more fouls. Fouls definitely the story. The free kick taken there by Mayen. And that would bring us to halftime. Not a great deal of clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities for either team in that first half. That would take us to the break. El Salvador 0, Jamaica 0. Possession favoring the hosts, but Jamaica is still able to create some half chances on the counter-attack and in the high press. Possession though favoring El Salvador. 4 shots to 1, 3 shots on target to none, 3 corners to 1, all in favor of the home side this evening, El Salvador. Once again, your score at the break, it's El Salvador 0, Jamaica 0. Both teams filing back out onto the field. Carlos de los Cobos trying to organize his team and the response needed out of the halftime interval. They need a goal, they need 3 points. They're going to qualify for the Gold Cup. The win should do it. It's not guaranteed to do it, but it should just about get El Salvador there. Jamaica probably just fine with this 0-0. Gets them in the League A places. Cements their status in the Gold Cup. It's basically all but certain. maybe an opportunity for them on the counter-attack. Just felt like that opportunity for them to play that ball has been on all night. Usually comes a bit too heavy from the back. As we're back underway in the second half, Jamaica in the yellow with the black shorts and trim. Going from left to right, El Salvador all blue. La Selecta, a massive 45 minutes of play in front of them. Can they get the goal? Can they get the victory that they desperately need to qualify for the Gold Cup? Jimenez. So far, it looks like unchanged teams. With Henry Hernandez in goal, behind Tamacas, Jimenez, Dominguez, and Mancia. The ball is clipped over the top. Opportunity on here. Tamacas coming well forward. Leaving it. Here it's a lovely flick on for Sedan. The click. Cross in. And nearly there for Nelson Bonilla. Lovely work there on the edge of the penalty area. Tamacas nearly falling, but still managing to find Mayen, excuse me. Lovely first time ball. Here is Mayen. Jamaica still taking a few numbers forward. It has eased a little bit. Jimenez. Mancia. Salvador trying to play out from the back, but it's been difficult at times. Those long balls at times have worked better. Alas. Orellana. A couple of touches there from Jimenez, but nearly losing out to Burke. Now the 1-2. First got set in. Ball taken off of it there by Kamara Lawrence. And away. Kamara Lawrence. Real quality player. Probably say the best from this Jamaica side is a free kick. It's given against Damian Lowe there. And a free kick for the home side. It was Jerson Mayen. Earns the free kick. Now yet more set piece defending for the Jamaicans to do. Just look at the penalty area right now and tell that Jamaica has the physical advantage, but again, does not mean that set pieces are not going to work. Mayen over it. Lofted in. Oh, and it's dropped by Blake, and it's put in! Nelson Bonilla taking advantage of an absolute howler by Andre Blake to give the hosts the lead in the second half. Shocking error at the back. That simply cannot happen to Andre Blake, a goalkeeper of his quality. I mean, the performance that he put in the Gold Cup final in 2017 against the United States is one of the better goalkeeping performances you will see. For Philadelphia Union, he's been incredible, but that is a middle school level error there from Andre Blake, who will not want to see that tape again. And now Bonilla's away again. Could it be 2-0 very quickly? Bonilla into the penalty area. Across, it's into the side netting. And now Jamaica are on their heels. Stunning mistake from the Jamaican goalkeeper that has this stadium on absolute fire. Maddox trying to win in the air. Away by Mancia. Dominguez. Hector. Well done there. Quality header there from Vassell. Ball is played in the channel, and with Vassell and Morris arriving, important work there from Tamakas. He's certainly done his fair amount of attacking on the evening, doing the defensive work. Burke. Williams. And again. Thomas Powell losing out. He has not had the best of evenings. Heavy tackle in there from Morris. Jimenez. Seden in some space. It's cut off very well there, but just losing out his footing was Ricardo Morris. This might not have the right studs on for this pitch. Notice in the pre-match that kind of absorbs your feet, this pitch. It's deeper than it looks. As well as played in the channel there by Seden, nearly crossed by Tamakas with another marauding run forward. And a corner for El Salvador. Tamakas trying to find Bonilla arriving. See his frustration there with the right ball not being delivered. Corner was out of play before it could even arrive in the penalty area for a goal kick. Atmosphere continues to keep the home side going. Lowe and Hector. For a home fan, you'll take the 3 points any which way they come, but you might want a better goal than the one that El Salvador got. That's what it takes. As Hector turning maybe the opposite way that might have been expected as a free kick is given there against Oscar Seden, and a free kick for Jamaica. Opportunity on there for Mayen to pounce, and it might still be. Bonilla, Alas joining him. Bonilla towards that penalty area. Nearly taken off it, and in the end, Goes harmlessly out of play, low at the tackle. Bonilla frustrated. Or feels like he got hit. Maddox trying to flick on. What must Andre Blake be thinking in these moments? He's not involved in the play. Has to be ruined, that absolute howler. As Maddox shoved off the ball. Somehow play is allowed to continue. And the pressure coming from the Jamaicans. Mancia. Well done there by Vassell to come back and win the ball back for Jamaica, but just as soon Watson gave it away. Bonilla set in, trying to return for Bonilla. Can he keep it in play? He can. And it was back towards Alas. It's a poor clearance, but no blue shirts arriving. Watson can leave it with Williams. And now Burke. The sliding tackle came in. Burke looking for the recipient of the ball. He finds Ricardo Morris. Morris waits for Lawrence to join him. Good dummy there. Try to play the 1-2 with Burke. The sliding tackle across. And well done there by Dominguez. It's a lovely bit of exchange there between Morris and Burke. First time ball was superb. And now the drinks are being thrown. Certainly unseemly. For a foul from Bonilla. Referee not interested, but it's a loose touch there from Devin Williams. Given away. The touch poor there from Jaime Alas. Pressure. And forcing a giveaway. Alvis Powell. Hector. So leave it short here with Williams and Lowe. Maddox. We'll leave it short there, instead trying to win it back using his pressure. And we'll come kindly here for Alvis Powell, who will cross towards Burke, trying to rise for the header. Had to go almost through two defenders. And couldn't get enough purchase on it to really threaten the goal. Decent enough header. So far, Andre Blake's howler turned in by Bonilla. The game's only goal. Powell. Corey Burke unable to settle. Attempt for the tackle in there from Watson. And Watson left a leg there that caught Godwin Sedin. Perhaps a bit lucky that Sedin didn't react. That was Certainly late. Just kept hold there of his left leg. Looks the beginnings of a figure 4 leg lock there from Ron Watson. Now the 1-2. See a few players going down easy for El Salvador. And any bit of contact is whistled for a foul, but this referee, Juan Gabriel Calderon from Costa Rica, has been inclined to allow play to continue. Here's Alas towards Bonilla. Really awkward there for Lowe. Back with Blake. Hector. Outside of the boot. Taken out well by Vassell. Big switch is on towards Lawrence and just had too much on it there from Devin Williams. Had the best evening. Doing well to cut out. Now Williams again. Alvis Powell. Cross towards Maddox. Tried to take it down off the chest. It'll come out here for Lawrence to cross in towards Maddox. Instead, Hernandez able to claim and go down. Ball is into the channel towards Mayen. Now Blake trying to clear. And then a bit of a mistake might allow an opportunity for El Salvador. As the shot came in from Bonilla. But Blake catching a bit easier than he did earlier. Throw in for Jamaica. See Morris there not liking that little bit extra of a forearm there from Dominguez, the 21-year-old. Receiver that a change is being prepared. Malik Foster looks set to come on for Jamaica. As Hector plays the ball for Vassell, whose ball over the top is to no one in particular. You see that a bit too often from this Jamaica side. A real intended target, a real intent. Speedy Williams. Got a flick on there. Woodsburg. Lovely first touch there from Oscar Seren. Well on his way. Outside of the boot towards Bonilla. Bonilla arriving, tried to hit it with his left. You see Alvis Powell frantically waving his arms for the ball. Instead, Blake throws it straight to a blue shirt, Jimenez. Physical contest there with Burke. And finally, a free kick emphatically given by referee Calderon. Quite a size disparity. And finally, Burke just put it offering a bit too much there against Jimenez. And a free kick for Jamaica, and it's Morris who will make way. Coming on there is Malik Foster. 22-year-old who plays in United Soccer League with Rio Grande Valley, as the free kick is delivered. And nearly a decisive touch there on that near post from the defender Mancia. Blake lucky and it didn't really reach him. Burke. Now he's the one impeded by Jimenez. Had quite a little physical duel, those two. 20 minutes gone in the second half. El Salvador to lead by a goal to nil through Nelson Bonilla, taking advantage of just a stunning error from Andre Blake, the Jamaica goalkeeper. Ball towards Hector. It takes down, plays it across, comes from Maddox! By far their best chance of the match. And Darren Maddox unable to hit target. And it comes through at just the right pace. Maddox got plenty of time to work out his shot, and he just got underneath it. Might rue that chance, especially with the shortage of quality chances that have come the way of Jamaica this evening. Jimenez, Maddox, perhaps trying to atone, pressing hard. Burke doing well to smack it off a blue shirt and allow Jamaica to keep the ball. Vassell. And Watson. And the header will go back to the goalkeeper. As both Lawrence and the substitute Foster were charging towards goal. There's Watson now. Bit of a strong forearm there to the face of Orellana. Oh yeah, that left hand pretty blatantly catching Orellana there from Javon Watson. Throw in El Salvador. Put on there by Lawrence. Hector. Vassell. Trying to play through towards Maddox. And cut out again by Dominguez. Jamaica just going into the second half. Term wait. I think we will have a change. Jamaica will make a second. It'll be Deborah Orgil, the 29-year-old, who will come on. But for El Salvador is Bonilla, the goal scorer, who will make way. And coming on for him is Joaquin Rivas. Man for St. Louis FC. The latest to come on. As Lawrence launches in the throw, Hector trying to get something on it. Arrives towards that back post. Now Burke trying to chase it down. Alas goes down. Burke whistled for the foul. Burke, who certainly has put in a shift off the ball, but times a bit overzealous. Grabs at his left arm. Pretty straightforward there. Orgil.
Sustitución en la selección de Jamaica. En el minuto 70.
Orgil moves on for Burke. Try and change things. One more throw of the dice left for Jamaica. And it's Foster unable to keep the ball. Still shows off that pace. Tackle comes in. It probably should have been stronger there from Vassell. Now El Salvador into the channel. Again, set in. Low, turning into the pressure. And now Jamaica with acres of space down this left-hand side. It is a free kick. El Salvador leading 1-0, which right now in the live table would put them in 8th. It should get them into the Gold Cup, but not in League A in the Nations League. As taking down their opportunity on here for Jamaica, might still come here on the edge to Alvis Powell. He just loses his footing and gives away. He's not had the best of evenings. And wow, that was heavy in there from Orgil. It might just be a booking. It is indeed for Dever Orgil. Comes straight on and just throws a forearm. And pretty easy decision to make. Yeah, that's a bit nasty, isn't it? Charging on his way is Tamaka's opportunity on, and Blake down to his left, able to secure it. Rare opportunity as the substitute Rivas struck towards goal. Nice take there by Powell. Again, a poor ball there from Alvis Powell. Tried outside of the boot. Just didn't come off. Now Hector trying to dink around Tamakas. Just about managed to keep possession. Foster sends Maddox sprinting. Or excuse me, Kamara Lawrence bombarding down that left flank. And now Williams forced to play it. Not give the ball away, and instead gives away a goal kick. Go up there, Orgil. And Powell sliding in to try and win it back. Was Mayen. And a throw in for Jamaica. Watson. Lawrence. Hector. Damian Lowe. Here's Hector. Ball in between the channel. Sprayed out wide. This is Orgil in the penalty area. He was offside. Dever Orgil off a great ball from Malik Foster. got to do better there to time the run there. Dever Orchil.
Powell just tried to glance the header back, and now Lowe having to awkwardly deal with it, and does manage to hoof it clear. And as far as set in, switching the play towards Tamacas, but Tamacas was not on the same page. The ball was a bit too heavy. Foster. Opportunity on here for Jamaica. Charging through the penalty area, but again, the flag is up against Jamaica. Frustration starting to set in for the Jamaicans. Now Henry Hernandez take a sweet time over this free kick. Now handball given there against Malik Foster. The assistant on that far side spotted it. Free kick ticking quickly. Let's allow Jamaica to press. Ball comes out to Alas on this left-hand side. Can he find the right ball? As again, the pressure comes. Referee gives play on. And now Maddox again sent to chase a hopeful ball. Just not enough precision on that idea playing out from Jamaica. Salvador slowly matriculate up the field, but then encounter the pressure of Jamaica. They're just kind of overwhelmed from a pressing point of view. Play those defensive channels very well. There are not too many options on, but in the attack, just isn't that cohesive play. That idea, keep the team together. Done there to stay in play by Jimenez. Mayen gets it straight to Vassell. Peter Vassell on his way. And again, just an unnecessarily heavy touch. And now El Salvador can try and break the other way. And a bit too much on it towards Rivas. Throw in here for Jamaica. And a final change is coming on is Junior Flemings, the Phoenix Rising man. And off is Peter Vassell. Up and easy work for Hernandez, who is going to force the Jamaican players to apply the pressure. So Fleming's the final throw of the dice. The 22-year-old plays in the United Soccer League with Phoenix. 3 USL players on the field right now. Williams, Flemings, and Foster. Low. The ball between the lines. Maddox. And Flemings. Straight away taken off it. racing towards it. Set in. Just about put some pressure on that Jamaican back four, but they respond and deal with it. Now again, Flemings. And a throw in for the Reggae Boys.
Se informa a los que utilizan el sector de palco que las tres rampas de salida están habilitadas. Atención del palco.
Trying to flick on there was Orgel.
De igual manera se le informa a la afición ubicada en platea. Atención, afición en platea. La salida será por tribuna sur y tribuna norte. No está habilitada salida
Orellana.
de platea. Utilizarán la tribuna para salir.
Well done there by Lawrence. Foster. And Williams into the channel for Orgel. A heavy ball out towards Flemings, who can try and keep it in play, and does. The two-footed tackle from Jimenez aimed at the ball. Perhaps a bit unnecessary. Takes the flag off the corner flag. Sort of becomes the corner post at that point. Some tackle. Looks like we'll have another change being prepared. Juan Barahona prepared. And we're told that it'll be Jimenez who will make way. And I think Jimenez is saying, let us defend this set piece first, and then I'll come off. Delivered by Lawrence, lofted in. Hector trying to win the header. Strong physical tussle in the penalty area. Now set in, and the foul is against Williams. There is confirmation of the change. Jimenez off. And Barahona on. A like-for-like change, defender for defender. As El Salvador try and see out this result. That would take them up to 9 points in Concacaf Nations League qualifying. It's a howler from the goalkeeper. And in the circumstances, it might just have to be what it takes. The 1-2 with Seren and Rivas. Throw in here for Jamaica. Hector launching in. Forced to go back and chase is Foster. And a throw in for El Salvador. Free kick El Salvador. The referee allowed play to continue. But down in a heap is Tamacas. The referee having a conversation with Foster. Alas. And the header comes in, it's a second! Again, mistakes at the back from Jamaica, and El Salvador make them play. It's Oscar Seren who gets the second for the hosts.
and they're going to get a vital set of 3 points this evening. Again, the header on from Mayen. The backwards header by Lowe. It's going to be an own goal. I thought Oscar Seren had claimed it, but it's going to be an own goal. Damian Lowe with the backwards header. And without doubt, he has put it in his own net. Blake did his best. Clumsy again. Jamaica self-destructing this evening. Now Flemings to try and make the difference. Powell doing well to cut out. Flemings launching himself in. Maddox and Flemings tackle off it. And now Seren again towards Rivas. Low cutting out. Hector having the deal. Now Maddox going down. And a free kick given against Darwin Seren. Powell. Watson. And Hector clipping up towards Flemings. The sliding tackle coming in from Alas. Long throw comes in from Powell. Low lofting in, goalkeeper out, and Hernandez claims. 2 minutes in the 90 remaining. Salvador look on their way to a huge victory that could send them through to the Concacaf Gold Cup. So big games to come tomorrow for this purpose: Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, French Guiana, all with victories. Put El Salvador out, but the opportunity is on here. The back heel from Rivas. The clip towards the back post. The header away from Lawrence, taken down. El Salvador might need some goal difference here. It could help them, although they'll probably need a substantial amount more. Seren teasing. Into the channel again for Seren. Watson dealing with it for the goal kick. As things are being thrown onto the field, it would appear as though the assistant referee, particularly sure why. Flemings
Not had the best of it since coming on. Rivas goes for a minimum of 3 minutes to be added on at the end of this second half. Throw in Jamaica. Fans here can sense a victory. Salvador needed to recover from a really poor performance on match day 3 at Bermuda, losing by a goal to 0. They've got it this evening in the form of, at the moment, a 2-0 victory. Jamaica doing their best. Here's Orgil. Going to slide it into the path there of Foster. And still Maddox, who sticks up a high boot. That is dangerous. And he's going to be sent off. Darren Maddox receives a late red card. And he's given his marching orders for the high boot into the back of Roberto Dominguez, and the end to a frustrating evening for Jamaica is a red card. And he'll just go down the tunnel, as now Dominguez will require treatment. Difficult night for men in charge of Jamaica, as Dominguez rises to his feet. Looks like he's fit to carry on. Fans here in San Salvador can feel it. Might have another 90 seconds added on account of the injury. You see there, Hernandez needs to be hurried. And does eventually get taken straight out for a throw-in. And that is the final whistle. El Salvador take advantage of 2 shocking errors at the back from Jamaica. Andre Blake failing to catch a straightforward free kick allows Bonilla the opportunity to score the first. An own goal from Damian Lowe. And El Salvador win by 2-0 over Jamaica on the night, and just about might be on their way towards the Concacaf Gold Cup. The win takes them into 8th in the Nations League qualifying table. They need to finish in the top 10 if they are to make the Concacaf Gold Cup. Now, Jamaica, having lost, will stay on 9 points and a goal difference of +9. El Salvador will be on a goal difference of +5, better than Montserrat's +3. Still to play, Bermuda sitting on 6 points and a +11 goal difference. They are still to play. They are taking on the Dominican Republic away from home, which is another team competing for one of those Gold Cup places. They're in 14th, currently on 6 points and a +7 goal difference. You would think one winner will knock out the other. Then you still have French Guiana, who potentially win their way up, as could Nicaragua. Nicaragua are away to Barbados, French Guiana away to Canada. So if we just look at those fixtures, there is still a possibility, a strong one, that El Salvador could make it to the Gold Cup. But even this, as emotional as these scenes are here in San Salvador, you see the appreciation of Carlos de los Cobos from his players. And even then, it just might not be enough to get to the Gold Cup, but obviously those results are still to come. It's not always pretty, but job done for De Los Cobos' men. And now to watch the games for the remainder of the weekend. 3 games that most concern them are tomorrow: Dominican Republic and Bermuda, French Guiana and Canada, Nicaragua and Barbados. We'll certainly be watching those games tomorrow with interest. Maybe, just maybe, El Salvador, the 6th best side in the FIFA rankings in CONCACAF, can make it into the top 10 of this Nations League qualifying table and get through to the Gold Cup. It's been an incredible atmosphere here at the Estadio Cuscatlán. And in the end, they get to go home happy with the 3 points. As we now bring you our full-time highlights, we'll show you the goals and the chances in this one. There were not a great deal of chances in this one. As you see the pre-match pageantry, Jamaica knowing the task that was on El Salvador. And you can see the lights in the crowd, the loud singing of the anthem. Just what an incredible atmosphere this was. I have to say it probably played a role in some respects in them getting this result. As we now are into the opportunities for El Salvador, particularly in the first half. Oscar Seren able to win the ball off of Michael Hector here. Lay it up here for Tamacas. Bonilla tried to lay it off, but Bonilla was offside anyway. Either way, the relentless pressure nearly yielding there for El Salvador. A few more chances. First here, Tamacas sliding in to win the ball. Or at least win the corner. Tamacas ran all night long. There you see it coming together. Damian Lowe would eventually give away the own goal. A little bit of a shove towards Alas. And this would be another interesting one, as Kamar Lawrence going in 2-footed on Oscar Seren. We have a red card later on in this game, and that might have been certainly worthier one. I now see why Bonilla was so upset. At first viewing, not entirely sure, but it looked like Hector might have intentionally left a step there for Bonilla. Again, nothing much doing after that. Free kick opportunity caught by Blake, although that would not be the first time this would be relevant. As we head into the second half, the fans at halftime trying to get behind their side. Tamacas, this would be a really well-worked opportunity here. Ryan, Seren, and caught by Blake. Jerson Mayen, lovely first-time ball that was. And the dink cross nearly arriving there for Bonilla. Saw the opportunity. Here would be the goal, the cross in, and just a shocking error from Andre Blake, who can't catch the cross from Mayen. Bonilla there to pounce. And Blake will be thinking about that one on his flight back to Philadelphia. Ruining that terrible mistake. Bonilla will continue to apply the pressure, hitting one into the side netting. More chances. That time Bonilla would have his shot caught. Another near post delivery, creating the pressure on Andre Blake. I think El Salvador saw blood there and just wanted to create as many chances as possible. And a rare opportunity here for Jamaica. Michael Hector across for Darren Maddox, who has to hit the target from that kind of range. And here would be the awkward own goal. Mayen again involved. Seden putting the pressure on, and Lowe with the own goal. Trying to head back for his keeper, instead put too much pace on it, and it nestled in the bottom corner. So you have another look at it again here. Lowe trying to head back. That's too much for Blake to handle. And then we see a series of catching practices, and there the high boot in from Maddox on Dominguez, and that would have him see red. Darren Maddox sent off for Jamaica, and that would be it. El Salvador riding a pair of defensive errors by Jamaica, win by 2-0 on the evening. Those are our full-time highlights. Now into our stats from this one. Possession, as you might expect, favoring El Salvador, 58-42. Jamaica just not offering much going forward. 2 shots, neither of which were on target. Henry Hernandez had barely anything to do on the evening. And El Salvador winning by 2-0. It was not the prettiest performance, but it is a job done. Now into 8th in the table. Jamaica into 7th. They too will certainly be keeping an eye on the results from Bermuda, coming up along with Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and French Guiana. Those will be huge games tomorrow in the Nations League qualifying table. See Aruba and Guadeloupe settling in mid-table in those last League B places, but still Barbados, Grenada, British Virgin Islands can upset the apple cart. As you look at St. Martin at bottom of the table in this Nations League qualifying stage. Puerto Rico yet to get a win either. And that'll just about do it for us. El Salvador with a huge victory tonight, trying to qualify for the Concacaf Gold Cup. Top 10 make it in the Nations League qualifying table. El Salvador currently sitting in 8th. Bonilla with the opening goal, Damian Lowe with the own goal, and El Salvador win by 2-0 for our terrific Concacaf crew. My name is Chris Whittingham, signing off. El Salvador beat Jamaica by 2-0.
still think